Hey, Monkey family. Hope everyone had a great Friday. We made it end of the week and hope everyone has a great weekend and we can all get some rest. Checking in on the project, looking at the chart. Chart's good, up over 19% on the 24-hour. Nice recovery. We got as high as around 900,000 at one point before pulling back a little bit to just under 800,000, but overall a great day. A nice comeback after a bit of red the prior day. And things looking good overall. I want to talk a little bit about escape velocity, which is something Murad talks about quite a bit, which is kind of interesting for Monkey at some point to start considering, since this is a cult coin and we know we're going to run. How do we get there? How do we hit escape velocity out of this sort of um, sideways trading? And so we'll talk about that a little bit. But first, I want to just say I've noticed a lot of new faces out there on X. Uh, the new holders seem to be bag workers, at least some of them, which is great. And the new folks are doing a great job. So thanks everybody, and welcome to any new holders, especially those bag workers, which we really need. So shout out to you guys. And so I'm talking about escape velocity, and what that is its ability to reach such a strong upward price momentum and broad market adoption that it breaks free from its initial niche status. So I think Monkey, with the increased mindshare that we've been talking about and all the hard work of the community to sort of get our brand out there, we're in the area where we can start thinking about this sort of thing. And we're obviously quite a ways away from getting to that point, but I think the foundation has been laid for it. Uh, Escape velocity involves parabolic price movement to break resistance, and it's driven by a momentum in mindshare that sustains growth. And I think we have that momentum in mindshare. I mean, we keep on growing. We're out there. We're well known and on X for being the type of community that works hard for our bags. And I've got a couple quotes about that a little bit later. So we have that already. But this is very important. It requires a diamond-handed community of holders that refuse to sell, which pushes the market cap higher. So that's key, is that the core community. I mean, right now we're the whales, right? We stuck around, we DCA'd, we kept on buying, we kept on holding. Other weak hands got out. So the core community, we can really make a difference by being diamond hands. Again, everybody's got different targets, everyone's got different financial situations. So I'm definitely not saying hold forever and round trip. Do what you got to do, but that escape velocity where we get out, we get that parabolic movement in market cap does hinge on the fact that we need those diamond-handed holders. So I know me personally, I don't have any plans to sell anytime soon, and I think that's what we need to get out from where we are now and get past the all-time highs. And if we really hold, I mean, that's when we can get into the real parabolic movement that we're hoping for, because there's going to be new buyers. We know they're going to come in, but the chart runs into issues if folks just sell and take quick profits and all that. So we want to make sure we're diamond hand holders, and that is required to hit that escape velocity and break out and kind of get into that self-sustaining growth that Murad and others talk about. So speaking of which, let's look at the bookmarks here. And Murad has a couple of quotes here. I want to look at one where he said, "It always takes a little longer than you think and always goes way higher than you think." So what he's saying here is it takes longer to get to where we want to go, and we might feel impatient, but it's going to go so much higher than we think. And so I agree with that. I think, we saw the last couple of days with the increase from around 400K market cap up to as high as I think it was 1.5, 1.6 before pulling back. I mean, that's just a taste of it, and that was a lot of fun just seeing that growth. But I think we've got a lot more parabolic candles coming, obviously. Murad also posted here, I don't have it bookmarked. He said about escape velocity, the single most important concept to understand when it comes to meme coin is critical mass. Critical mass is when the project reaches a point where it starts to produce its own growth. I think that's where so many people are buying and buying regularly that it kind of just self-sustains. The buyers aren't selling, new buyers are coming in, and you just kind of have that flywheel, that momentum. And I think that's what Monkey is going to hit eventually, just because of the cult community and the increasing mind share that we have. It's setting up very nicely. Movich also posted the new banner. He's putting in good work. You can see Monkey there hanging on the helicopter, and he tagged Pump Top Fun and Alon. Hopefully, we can get this as the new Pump Fun banner. That'd be really cool for Movich and also for Monkey since we'd be back on the banner. So go ahead and like and repost this, and maybe the Pump Fun team will take a hint and add this as their banner. Princess here posted Monkey looks good here NGL, and so that's a great post. Good account. Said that Monkey looks good, and Monkey does look good here. I agree with that. CZ also posted many dips along the way. CZ knows obviously he's been crypto for a long time. He's a billionaire. He understands. He had the classic, if you can't hold, you won't be rich. And so to add to that many dips along the way, that just gets us ready for the inevitable dips. And I think the more dips we go through, the stronger we get. As I mentioned yesterday, it just, part of crypto is that there's going to be a lot of dips, and then the growth is going to be quick and parabolic. So I think we're going to have that coming at some point for Monkey, hopefully soon. Also, another post here that I thought was good is the Moonwalker says this dump truly broke people's spirits. Anyone who has not given up so far and will do so will probably do it soon. After that, we can start the wealth shift. But boy, this was one exhausting journey. He's saying we should obviously still hold, and anyone who makes it and holds, we're going to start that wealth shift where we get wealthy, and hopefully we do that with our monkey coin. Um, More on the macro side, Bitcoin LFG says big breaking. Trump top crypto advisor David Bailey estimates a 75% chance Congress eliminates capital gains tax on Bitcoin. Extremely bullish. That would be huge for crypto overall to cause there to be less taxes, and that will trickle down to memes, I believe, including Monkey. So this would be huge, and this is just one example of the macro stuff that Trump's doing. He wants to go down as a pro crypto president, as I already mentioned, and he's the type of guy who's going to push forward with the things he needs to do. And this is just one of them among many things that he's doing to promote crypto. And it's just a matter of time before the market catches up and we have an incredible run, I believe. A couple other things. This isn't here on X, but in the Monkey chat, shout out to Montana for posting this, but Eddie XBT posted about Monkey in Telegram and said, big community with heavy bag workers. I see them a lot under tweets of crypto Twitter KOLs. Beta of Chillhouse could run mad. So Eddie, we know, I think it was a couple days ago, shielded to his cabal, he said, and bought in. And he's still talking about it on Telegram, which is incredible. And he thinks it could run. I totally agree. And it's wonderful that he talks about the community with heavy bag workers. So that means we are getting noticed when we post under other accounts when we shill Monkey. So keep up the good work. We are getting noticed. And on that note, Monkeflip had a good post in the Monkey chat about the marketing strength of the monkey community. We're building a brand and people will remember it, and it is working. So you think, well, the posts aren't necessarily leading to buys and we can't see the results. But that's part of bag working, is that you can't see the results right away, but we know it's making a difference. We're well known out there. We get um, recognized by other communities and influencers just from seeing us shill. We're not paying them. We're not doing anything like that, and they see it because of the hard work. And what that does is it increases that mind share. Remember, that's part of the escape velocity, along with being diamond-handed holders. So keep up the good work, everybody. Let's just keep on grinding. As time goes by and the community's still here, the price is holding up nicely. That just bodes even better for the project. So I'm super bullish. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you tomorrow.